Hey there, welcome back. I am Joy and this is another sketchbook tour. Today we're gonna look at sketchbook number 10. You guys asked to see all of my old sketchbooks, so we're working our way through it and this is the next one in line. I am using a moleskin sketchbook, but I won't bore you with the details, so if you have more questions about my sketchbook or my process or me or my channel, just make sure to comment below and I'll see what I can do. I filled this one from the 1st of December 2021 to the 17th of June 2022. So a little more than half a year. Let's get started. Starting off with character design. This was my very first D&D character. It was a drunk monk forest elf, I think. I had a lot of fun drawing him. I think I also made a digital version. Continuing with some more fantasy doodle concept thumbnail thingies. On this page, I tried drawing stuff for a prompt that my friend gave me. Same goes for this page. Prompt was Badass Fairy, and I do think she turned out kinda nice. Maybe she needs a redemption arc. I'm not really a character artist, but that's because I haven't practiced it enough, so maybe I should bring her back to practice character design. More messy thumbnails. I remember doodling these on the train as I was on my way to a lino cut workshop, and I still needed a design idea, so these were my sketches for it, and here's the result. I think it's kind of nice. Some more doodles, a rough thumbnail, more thumbnails, and rocks. I don't know if I was hiding something with this toned paper insert or not, but we'll never know because I forgot. This is a messy page, but at least I showed up, at least I was drawing. Sometimes it's it's all that counts. Same goes for this page. I remember drawing just what's in front of me on the table and not really feeling inspired, and I do think it shows, but whatever. And some more heads. Seems like I sketched a lot of that and more of them, and apparently I wasn't happy about it. Boba Fett spread. Raccoons and opossums. Oh, a lot of portrait sketches. I sketched all of these from Earth World Instagram. They have so many wonderful portraits of people from fairs and they are incredible. Like, I highly recommend you checking these out to study and sketch because all the people are so human and raw and they tell stories. They really have character, which Pinterest, yeah, can be kind of tough. So definitely go check that out. I'll link it in the description. Ooh, I remember I really enjoyed this spread. Those are all just like tiny landscape studies from Pinterest references, but I just had a blast practicing. More portrait sketches. This page I had covered with acrylic paint beforehand. I think way before, at the beginning when I got the sketchbook, I just randomly splattered paint on a couple of pages, and I think it's really fun because it can like elevate a boring page with just black line work and make it more interesting, or maybe lead you to experiment more. Here I was trying to choose a workshop. Those are sketches from a first sketching meetup I had with some people in Switzerland. We did go to the zoo in Zurich and it was tough. I wasn't happy with this because I was definitely not used to drawing animals that move. The fish were a whole lot easier because they're kind of just 2D, like they're flat, so that helps. You have more wiggle room. Those I sketched a couple of days later from reference as well. If you enjoyed this video so far, make sure to subscribe or maybe even leave a comment and let me know which page was your favorite. Thank you! More reference mushrooms. I was in a big drawing from reference kind of flow because I finally understood how much I can learn from it. I could have been practicing more efficiently, but this was more fun, so that's what I opted for. This sketch I made at the bar, and I think I wanted to add this receipt and maybe finish it because it's really not finished, but some portrait sketches, apparently without reference. Could be. Then I went to a trip to London. This is a really lazy page though, I only stuck things in. More sketches from Pinterest. I loved all these unique outfits. Then I headed off to a trip to Strasbourg. I remember not being too happy with that one. But that was just the first one, and starting is always the hardest part, so we good. There were so many cute houses, a lot more options to draw, so that was nice. I'm not sure which ones I drew from reference, from imagination, or from life. Although from the quality, I'd say the two on the left were from life. They're a lot faster and wonkier than stuff that I do like when settled in on a table. Ooh, we're gonna skip this one really fast because I do not like it. I'm gonna blame the pen, but I don't like it. But luckily the next spread turned out way better. I really like this one. And I found this like sticker tape on a wall that I like stuck in. And I think it's really fun. Page full of doodles, practicing, more houses. I think one of them was from reference and the rest I like kind of made up or pieced together from memory and just like applied what I've learned, but I'm not 100% sure anymore. Which is kind of scary. Like, this was only 3 years ago. Oh well. I was feeling super optimistic though, because I didn't like the vibe of this sketchbook at the beginning, but then towards the end it started to turn around, and with these houses I felt like I made some progress. This spread is all made up houses except for the purple one. But yeah, I love how practicing something then helped me to apply it into my own stuff. Yup, clearly I was having a good time with these, so here's another spread of houses. They are all from Pinterest though. Finally put this obsession aside and started a new one. I think in one day I filled like 3 spreads of these fruit sketches. They are super fast and wonky, but I think they work, which is nice. And I think they have some like energy because the lines are so loose. And I also really enjoyed this choice of stripy shadows that I made here. I ended up scanning all of these and then putting them together on one page digitally, and I also added color and turned it into a print. Some stuff on the next page using the same approach. I really don't like this page because I know I can use pencil way better than this, and this was just me being sloppy. It's also a bit smudged though, because it's an old sketchbook and I didn't like spray it well probably, but still, I don't like it. Luckily the next spread is more fun. And this was when I noticed that I barely used color until this spread, which is kind of sad. Now my sketchbooks are like bursting from color. If you want to see more sketchbooks, I got a whole playlist full of sketchbook tours, and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my new art. Thank you! Some made up doodles, more doodles. I like this bottom portrait. This is a wild spread. Oh god. It's strange but fun and colorful, so and some plants, and some ballpoint pen portraits. This one, I swear, I think the whole artist community has drawn at least once by this point. Don't like the colorful one though. And yeah, it's a wrap. This was it. Make sure to subscribe and check out the Sketchbook Tour playlist or my latest video. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye!